In this video, we are exploring controlled and uncontrolled components in React and divide into React Router. The tool makes pages navigated seamless in your apps. Whether you are beginner or experienced, this video will break into down in simple way possibles. Let's get started. Overview: controlled component, uncontrolled component, and React routers. In this, we explain. Controlled compound. A controlled compound is one where the form elements value is fulfilled, controlled by React state. You manage the state using React use state and similar mechanism. Key points: React control the inputs value. You need an onChange handle to update the state, provide more controlled and synchronous. Compound example. First of all, RFC. Okay. Inside is first line, import React from React library, default function count function. Okay. Inside this, const count comma set count. Okay, is a huge state. Why we install huge state? Because it's a controlled function. It goes by states. Okay, one function is there, const handle change. Okay, inside arrow function. This is a arrow function, handle change set count number target value target a, sorry, spelling mistake, a target value semicolon, close the function. In return div, inside the div we have h2. In h2 count then input function, input type number value count on change handle change function. Closed. One button, increment is not inside the button. On click function set count inside arrow function set count on click function. Okay, 1 minute, 1 second. Here arrow function and here we write count plus 1. Okay, again copy, again one more copy, and instead increment, decrement and reset button. Reset. In reset it goes to 0 and here minus. Okay, now we go for here, see 1 2 3 4 5 increment, decrement also possible, you can reset it. Okay, uncontrolled compound. And an uncontrolled compound is one where the form's element value is managed by the DOM itself rather than React. You use a ref to direct access the DOM elements. Key point: React does not control the input's value. Access the value using ref, useful for simple forms or when migrating the React. Control is not needed. Uncontrolled compound. Here React state is not used. Instead of React state, userf will be used. Okay, React imported, and second thing is one more thing imported, not this, comma, use ref, ref. Here const the function define uncounted component form. We have two fields. First field name is const name ref is equal to userf, value is null. Okay, then second const email ref is equal to userf null. Okay, initialize the userf. Then one function is const handle submit. Arrow function, inside the arrow function e dot prevent prevent default, then console dot log, console log, inside the log name comma name ref dot current dot value. Okay, here to access the value, that's why we write these things. One more time for email, copy pasted, instead of name remove name, email or name ref Okay. To current refers to the actual DOM that's attached in ref. Value retrieve the current text values. Then return function, return form. Here form. Okay, inside the form on submit. On submit, handle submit. We remove the div form. Inside the form, label is there. Here label, LA label. Inside the label, name and input function. Input type is, here type is text, name is form of text. Then ref name, ref closed. Same thing copy for again and pasted for email. Instead of name, email and here email ref, okay. Name ref, creating text input field, ref assigning the name ref in this thing, and br, here br, break the line. Okay. For email again same thing, again br and submit button. Now we create submit button. BR button, on button type is submit. Okay. Submit, we write the submit. Form ended, here form ended, this ended. I will write ram @gmail.com. Submit. Show the React router. Introduction. Routing, the process of defining and handling navigation path in a web applications router. The main component that manage and providing routing functionality. Example like browser routes. Routes, a collection of route definitions inside a router. Example like routes. Route define a specified path and its associates component. Example like route path slash elements home. Switch, the switch component ensure that only one route is rendered at a time. Even multiple routes match the URL. How can install in our projects? To command is npm install react router DOM, yard add react router DOM. This is commands. Some hooks are used in React's router. Use location, a hook to get the current URL and related details, like example location path name. Use params, a hook to access route para meters like user.id. Use navigate, a hook to programmatically navigate to another routes. Example navigation home. Outlet, a placeholder for rendering child component in a nested route structure. We create in folder like compound folder. We have about, contact and home pages. Now we come in app folder. Here this is the main file handle routes in the React application. Second thing, most important browser routes as route, router, links and React router DOM. Here package.json, you can see it, I already installed React router DOM. Okay, then we come here in app.js. First of all, we have import three things. Import home from semicolon inside the dot component dot home. Okay, this is one import. Why we import I will explain in a down by down, line by line. Same again same. Okay, here instead of home we write about contact, CON capital C, contact from contact. Okay, then about sorry V not B, about from about. Okay, here I will import this line. He not suggesting me, but you understand easily now. In app.js React DOM router. Okay, inside router close routing. Inside this we go for nav. Inside the nav link from React router DOM. To write this is the link for the React router DOM. Navs is completed. Now routes I already defined here. These three things will be needed. Sorry, what happened? See here. Routes. Okay. Export default. App folder is completed. Now we go for home folder. Here RFC home is divided. Inside home I create two things. Here focus first, H1 welcome to our websites, okay, and one paragraph tag for explaining the paragraph topic. Here, this is the home page of our simple website using React router. Okay, now contact page RFC, then contact. Here we create const one huge state form set form close. First of all, these things important. Here we import huge state, here we need two things. Inside there we create an object is name, email and messages, okay, and one handle change function, const handle change function set forms and target dot values, name and values, okay. Then one const handle submit. These things by Copilot you can use e.form log forms, okay. Here h1 contact us, form on submit. You can check here input type text, email, placeholder, form value and on change BR text. Here not div, here is form, okay. We can close form and one more div /div. Then export. This is for our contact page. Now we go for home, about page, RFC, import our about page. In about page we have only two things, not more than. First is h1 about us, then P, this is a sample website without CSS. Okay, now we go for result here. Now come to here, home page, about us and contact us. You can send name, email ID, some messages and submit. This message shown in a console log. In console log, see. Okay, you can go home page. This is without CSS. You can use this. If you have any doubt, please comment in chat box.